period of here we go again, in the words of journalist Fabrizio Romano. With the January transfer window very much open, there are speculations as to where some players are going to be plying their trade, which clubs are going to be splashing out the cash in this January transfer window to strengthen their team. So the BBC took a look at some of the most talked about players who are likely to be making moves in the transfer market this January. The top in the list is Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips scored his first goal for Manchester City when they beat Red Star Belgrade in the Champions League on the 13th of December, but it is unlikely to be enough to prolong his stay with Manchester City. He's currently being linked with Newcastle. Newcastle have been strongly linked with a move for Phillips, while a transfer overseas could be an option, with Italian giants Juventus also reported as a possible destination. The second here is Jadon Sancho of Manchester United. Of course, Jadon Sancho is not just been linked with Borussia Dortmund. He has actually completed a move, a loan move to Borussia Dortmund from Manchester United. Of course, Jadon Sancho fell out with Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag at the start of the season when he criticized ten Hag in a social media post, which he later deleted. The report was that he was asked to apologize to ten Hag, but he refused to apologize. He was frozen out of the team for the remainder of the remainder of the year, and he has made a loan switch back to Borussia Dortmund from where he came to Manchester, from where he was brought and bought to Manchester United. And yes, there is another name widely speculated to make a move in January. He is Jadon Ramsey, the Arsenal goalkeeper. He is being linked with Chelsea and Newcastle. Ramsdale looks Ramsdale, the England international, lost his Arsenal place to David Raya in September, and with the European Championship next summer, with the European Championship coming next summer, the report is that he may be looking to make a move this January to ensure regular first team football, so he can qualify. He can be in the reckoning to be selected in the Three Lions of England team for the European Championship. Chelsea and Newcastle have both been linked with a move for Ramsdale. There is Conor Gallagher of Chelsea, who has been linked with a move to Tottenham. Yes, Gallagher has been a first team regular at Chelsea this season and even captained the side on a number of occasions, which makes it somewhat surprising that he could be heading elsewhere in January. The Blues are said to be needing to balance the books after some big spending over the past 18 months, and Gallagher could be sacrificed to help fund that. The England midfielder is believed to be available for around £50 million and has been linked with a switch to Chelsea's London rivals Tottenham Hotspur. Another name being hotly speculated to make a move is Ivan Toney, the striker who is currently contracted to Brentford. He's been linked with Arsenal. Arsenal faltered in their title challenge on the 28th of December when they lost 2-0 at home to West Ham, a game that highlighted a need for someone to put away the many chances they created. And then again, they lost away to Fulham by 2-1. And Mikel Arteta's side had 30 efforts against West Ham with only 8 on target. Brentford striker Ivan Toney has long been rumored to be a priority January signing to bolster Arsenal's attack. Toney is still serving his 8-month ban from football for breaching the Football Association's betting rules, but is set to return on the 17th of January. Another name hotly being speculated is Rowe. Yes, he's contracted to Fulham. He's been linked with Arsenal, Bayern Munich, and Liverpool. Fulham attempted to warn off clubs interested in midfielder Rowe but by giving him a new contract in September. But their resolve looks set to be tested in January. Arsenal, Bayern Munich, and Liverpool have all been linked with a move for the Portugal international. Fulham are determined not to let him leave on the cheap and are believed to be wanting around £60 million for the player. Thomas Partey of Arsenal is being linked with Juventus. Yeah, injuries have limited Thomas Partey's appearances at Arsenal this season, and with Mikel Arteta believed to be needing to sell players to fund arrivals in January, the midfielder could make way. The 30-year-old is back in training after a muscle problem, which kept him out for 2 months, and he has been linked with a move to Italian giant Juventus. Trevor Chalobah, the Chelsea player, is being linked with Crystal Palace, Bayern Munich, and Roma. Like Conor Gallagher, Trevor Chalobah may have to leave Chelsea in January to help balance the books. The defender has not played for the Blues all season after suffering a thigh injury during preseason. A move ahead seems likely for Chalobah, with Bayern Munich and Bayern Munich and Roma reportedly interested, although so too are Crystal Palace. Emile Smith-Rowe of Arsenal has been linked with Aston Villa. The England midfielder has recently returned for Arsenal from injury, but could move in January if Mikel Arteta needs to move things around to bolster his squad. Aston Villa have been linked in a potential player plus cash deal with fellow Douglas Luiz, moving the other way. Rafael Varane of Manchester United is being linked with Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. The defender is out of contract at the end of the season, and so Manchester United could be tempted to cash in during January's transfer window. The 30-year-old France international has been linked with a move with a return to Real Madrid, but Bayern Munich are also said to have entered the race to sign him. A move may depend on Manchester United's injuries list, with a number of their defenders sidelined through injury. So those are the names of players being speculated hotly to be looking to make a move in this January transfer window, or who are likely to make a move, either a loan move or permanent transfers, to better their fortunes of playing more regular football, and also to help prospective clubs to do well in their respective leagues. Reporting for News Express Nigeria Television Sports, I am Nelson Dafe.